Oops. Sorry about that. You know what? I need to adjust this. I don't feel right with this being like that. There we go. Hi guys. Sorry about that. I just didn't realize that I didn't turn the music down, the background music, and you couldn't even hear my voice. So I just stopped that one and I paused it or deleted it. Um, but yeah. So hi, welcome back to if you were watching it earlier. I deleted it though, so you shouldn't be able to watch it. So hi, welcome back. Welcome back to I have the Oracle. We're gonna be doing Transparent Tarot. I already did some Sage and Palo Santo, and I'm gonna go into like shuffling the deck right now. And whoever wants to get in the chat, let me know what's coming up. Other than that, I was just gonna be doing general reads, and I'll be using a clarifier deck to indicate what sign or what energies it's talking about if need be. Okay, I'm gonna put this on over here and see what's going on. Like shuffling the deck right now. There we go. We're all good. All right, let's see how many viewers do we have. All right, cool. We're just gonna get started. All right, cool guys. I messed up. I was like, and so I don't know what's wrong, but there's a lot of stuff going on right now. Like one of the things that I'm creating is, or that I'm not creating, that's coming out right now. It's starting June 1st in the next few days, 3 days. Starting in 3 days, I'm having this course come out. It's called a course in. I'm getting nervous. It's a course in intuition, symbology, and card slinging. And so one of the things that it's about, it's basically I'm teaching you how to card sling, how I card read. If you notice the differentiations in the way that I card read or between other readers or whatnot, and it's really about pulling out the symbology, pulling out the little symbols that are in the card that's going on, and how to create the story of what is, what you're seeing in the images of the cards, right? So I'll be going into little nudges and into little insights throughout the readings today to kind of show what I mean and what I'm talking about, and how we'll be learning that in the course that I'm talking about. All right, so I'm gonna get into shuffling, and yeah, have a little, I feel like I have a little nose hair or something. Okay, all right, let's get into shuffling. Do 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 do. Boop. So this is transparent chart. Notice the white background that's needed, right? Because this deck is transparent. As you see, it creates a story of what's coming up and what couldn't go together. They lay over. So this is how it's gonna go. All right. Hey viewers, how's it going? Say hi in the chat. One shuffle, or that's two. All right. So right now I'm gonna let's go into feeling and seeing what we're gonna be talking about today. General reads, understanding, see what pops up. 1, 2, 3. All right. We got Two of Wands in reverse. So Two of Wands in reverse is going to be probably like the coming apart of an opportunity with somebody that we're talking about, coming apart of doing something with a partner, or even if it's a relationship that we were going through or that we were experiencing. All of a sudden it was going great, and then all of a sudden it's just falling out. Like either they're not responding or you're not responding anymore. You're just not engaged anymore in the conversation, or in the or in what's going on. Because you felt like this was a great opportunity, though. You felt like this was awesome. You felt like there was just like about, when I say opportunity, I want to point out that it feels like there was the opportunity for structure. There was the opportunity of like, oh, this person feels really good. This person is definitely something that I want to be around and engage with. There was like the opportunity for structure, right? Look at the way the two sticks are coming together. Like two sticks come together, and creates fire, right? So it creates that opportunity for a heat, warmth, or just even something coming together, ignition, igniting. Okay. So there's a lot that could come from that. But in the beginning, it was full of that. And all of a sudden, it just turned and flipped the script. All right. So we're just going to cut the deck. And then I'm going to reveal the one that goes on top. All right. So this is the strength card, 11 of the major arcana. This is the strength card. So putting that on top, overlaid. What's cool about this is that in this opportunity, how you might be feeling, you might be just like taken aback. You might be feeling weak about what's going on. You might be feeling like, fuck, another person that's come by that just ghosted, or like just is not just fruitful, or is not someone that thought that they were gonna be someone. Another one. It almost kind of like hits your it almost like hits you in the idea. It almost like hits you in the gut of like, how many more people am I gonna have to go through? Like how many more dates? It hits you it weakens your faith in a sense. It weakens your faith in like wanting to continue forward, wanting to continue dating, wanting to continue putting yourself out there. If this is going into that date idea of this is a partner or someone that we're dealing with. So this next card, I'm gonna pull this down from the bottom. What kind of person are we dealing with? All right, so we're dealing with someone that's where we were emotionally connected with. Weird to see? Bam. I love it when this happens. I love it when this happens. The reason why we feel this weakness in our strength, in our integrity, is because of the depth of emotion that we were with this person. Check this out. Same thing. Right? That's so fucking cool. Okay? And so the weakness that we experience, the weakness that this lack of strength that we have, with it being in reverse, and then also with the Two of Cups in reverse, the connection and emotion, and being seen and validated, is also in reverse. So seeing how they go on top, like layering like that is fucking beautiful in the sense and the idea of like connection about it, right? So if this is you of who you're dealing with, like, and your partner and your experience, this is just basically telling you where you're at. You were here, you were dating somebody, you were involved with somebody that thought that there was a opportunity to create something. There was a good spark because the two of you coming together in such a fascinating way, but that just depleted very rapidly as well as soon as it came in, and it hit you in the gut in the sense of like depleting your strength, depleting who you are, depleting a sense of encouragement, of putting yourself out there. You might have just recently started to put yourself out there as well. And so the reason why this hits you so hard is because of the sense of emotion and connection that you had with them so passionately and so deeply and so quickly. So the span of this was probably about, I want to say the span of this was probably about 2 months, if anything, because the twos come out. 2, 2, and 11 is 2. 2, 2, 2, 6. So whatever that is. What's a good remedy for this? So I'm gonna cut the deck over and over. And I'm gonna go into like asking like, what's a good remedy for this? Well, a good remedy for this is not to run away from it emotionally, obviously. A good remedy, I'm gonna say that again. A good remedy for this is not to run away from it emotionally. We're seeing this at such a, we got the Page of Cups in reverse. So the Page of Cups comes in as an innocent viewpoint, or not an innocent viewpoint, but we're having an inexperienced experience right now. We haven't experienced this lately. We haven't experienced this depth of connection before. So the way we're experiencing this right now is very inexperienced of us. Some people might be telling us that we're overreacting, or that, yeah, like that was gonna go by really quick. Why didn't you see that? There's something deeper there. There's something deeper that could be going on for you if you choose to see it, though. But right now, how you're taking on this, like what the remedy is, what you're feeling the remedy is just to run away, go back and hide. Run away, go back and hide, and stop dating again. But how does that help? How does that get you anything? How does that get you to where you want to be? So with the Page of Cups coming in, this is showing you how you typically handle it. So run away. And either run away from it because you don't want to deal with it, or right now you're handling it in a very inexperienced way because you've never dealt with this kind of depth of connection before with this person. Do 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 do. Boop. So in the sense of connection, like with this person, first it started out great, hot and fast. Then it ended, and it hit you in a kind of way that damaged your strength or sense of connection, or damaged your idea of where you're at right now. And the reason why that it came through was this huge connection and emotion with this person that you had, and now that's gone. The remedy for it is, not to do what you typically do, is to run away from it. But it's not, but in this experience, it's not necessarily running away from it. It's because you've never been through this before. So I would just say, like, have a self experience. Don't really take on to what other people are telling you how you should experience it. All right. And so, let's go into right now with this next poll. Let's go into who this might have been affected. Like, what signs is this associated with? 1, 2, 3. We got the 15 coming in. There's another side note before we end what signs it's connected with. The thing is like this is about temptation. It's about the release of control. Maybe you have a codependence energy around this person, or you develop a really codependent relationship very rapidly. This is the Devil card in reverse. And so, right away of like why you might be feeling this intense feeling is might be connected to a codependent feeling, or you developed these intense feelings in a codependent way. And yeah, so that's how it's affecting you in that sense. So we're gonna put that right over on top. See how the chains are connecting it all together, because there's a sense of codependency that's going on. It's restricting you. And that could be the thing of that's not letting you move on, or having the sense of confusion, and also what's been hitting you so hard about it. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Next sign. All right. So this is involving air signs. Of course it is. So this is going to be involving air signs, which is going to be Libras, Geminis, and Aquariuses. All right. So this is going to be involving air signs, Libra, Gemini, Aquariuses, and the swords going into the boat. And I want to take into is like, take care of this, because this could be one of the things that if you don't, it's going to come back later and damage the other relationships. It's going to damage the trajectory of your path, that damage the trajectory of how far you could actually go. Like if there's holes in your boat, like how long can you go before it fills up with water, right? And the holes in your boat fill up with water, which is the element of emotion. So, you know, how much your thoughts are drilling holes into your emotions or into your structure. That's great. That's awesome. I love that. So this is, so I want you to, not I want you to, but let's connect to like the symbology that's going on right now. Like the swords in poking holes in the boat, allowing emotion in that might sink it, allowing too much emotion in because we're thinking about it. The devil card coming in and representing upside down, representing codependent issues. Not just that we're addicted to something or we're bound by temptations on things, but this is really constrictive, sorry. The page in reverse coming in and representing innocence or inexperience and the idea of running away. Two of Cups in reverse. For me, that represents a disconnection in emotion, a disconnection in fulfillment. Strength in reverse. Loss of strength, loss of ambition, like a loss of wind. Like a losing of something, a farewell, and that just pit of the stomach feeling. And then the original card is the loss of opportunity and loss of connection with somebody. So to place them back all over again, how they came out, telling the story. There you go. Probably a few too many cards over it, but let's put these three. All right, there you go. So it's this is also going on with air signs. Okay, let's go into the next one. All right, so we're gonna go and just pull. Let's see what comes up. 1, 2, 3. What are we talking about? All right, what's 14? I think. What is it? Temperance. All right, we got temperance coming in. So with temperance, it's like, it's not temptation, it's weighing out the good and the bad, doing what's good for us and what we want to do, right? Doing like kind of like the egocentric kind of idea, doing like, oh, I know I should do this, but I really want to do this. We're going. That's what that is, right? And the thing is, the temperance coming in upside down. It's almost like we did that, right? We chose the thing that we would rather have done. And so most of the times when we choose the things that we would have rather have done, they're usually not always the best thing that we should have done. Right? Are you following? When we choose the things that we would have rather done, they're not always going to be the best things that we should have done. So that's what this temperance is, coming in upside down. So right now we're talking about this experience of acknowledging that, like, okay, I am going through an experience where I chose the thing that I shouldn't have done, and I'm realizing that. I'm realizing that right now. I'm experiencing the kind of like backlashes of the actions that I've done, right? So let's see what they are. Let's see what's going on. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Ooh. So we got Queen of Cups coming in. And we might have done something like that was kind of like overly done in an emotion sense. We might have probably, what comes up for me is just like we use these emotions to help mask something. Or we use these emotions, we use this connection, the thing that we would rather done was use something to somebody else's advantage, using somebody else's emotions to your advantage, right? So the Queen of Cups comes in as in this like mask, or in this not fakeness, but a manipulator of emotions. Okay, and especially with association with temperance upside down on doing the lesser of what we should have done, it comes into is like we were either manipulated into this, or we are this. This is a recurring thing that we're knowing that we're doing this, and we're probably either tired of doing this manipulating thing that we do. Okay, we're tired of doing the things that don't get us anywhere, but just bring other people down to our level. This might be an awakening for you. What's going on? Oof. Yep. We got 6. That's pretty good right there. The Lovers. A master manipulator. Manipulating of emotion. We manipulated the last partner that we were with, the last relationship that we were in. That is crazy. That's nuts. And so did this show you a lesson? I feel like this showed you a lesson. So this is so who this is affecting. I'm just gonna say that this is the Queen of Cups right here. So the elements that are affected are all the water signs. So that's gonna be Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. Okay. So it's gonna be the water signs that's gonna be affected by this. Like you're a manipulator of emotions, and the last relationship that you were in, or the relationship that you're in right now, it's showing you this. You manipulated this last relationship, and it's just what did it do to you? It might have broke your heart for reals. What did it do to you? That's number 4. The Emperor. So Scorpio or Pisces or Cancer, this is coming in as like what happened is like you needed to have control. You need to have control of the relationship all the time. So you use emotions to manipulate and control the relationship. Why do you do this? And I think what's coming through is like the last person that you were with didn't work. It didn't work. This approach didn't work, and you ended up being the one getting hurt. Okay, so this is coming in as controlling, needing to have your ways, corresponding to this deck over here. Let's see what's going on. Cut the deck again. Pull the first one at the top. Yep. you use emotion. You use emotion. You use the way you manipulate the emotion to talk about this big splendor that you feel like that could happen. This big vision you use and manipulate the emotions right here to talk about this huge vision that you have going on. And so, huh, that's very interesting that you do that. Hmm. What do you want to do about that? What do you want to do about that? So this is basically what you did to the last one and what you do to a lot of them. You speak up this big emotional vision with them to manipulate them, to get them to fall in love with you, to get them to be with you. With this last relationship that you were with, it didn't work. Let's figure out what the outcome was. No, really? It would have been the devil card too. But no, I need a shuffle. Let's figure out what the outcome would have been. One, two, three. Right up the top. Oof. This is the outcome. Now you're just like pegged in your mind. Like you know this, you know, like it's almost like you're realizing it right now with this. Like this is the outcome right now. What you're experiencing, what you're feeling. Let's go through the story again. Okay, let's go through the story real quick. Temperance, realizing that we chose doing the latter, choosing that we had a chance to choose something better or something that what we would rather have done. We chose what we would rather have done. What we would rather have done is instead of having authentic connection with somebody, we choose to manipulate them with the Queen of Cups coming in. We choose to use their emotions against them and manipulate them. This last time we did it, it didn't really work on them. It more so worked on us to where we manipulated ourselves or we broke our heart. We disrupted our peace. So what you do normally, the Emperor comes in, is because you're very controlling. You need to control the relationship. You have control issues. You need to control the relationship. You really need to be and have that structure in it, that you're the creator of it. Okay? And that's what you do. You use their emotions, you connect with them, you go deep with them, and you speak up this big vision of what you want to create. Okay? You speak up this big vision of what you want to create right here. But this last time around, that outcome and what you're experiencing right now because it didn't work is actually this self-pain right here. All the thoughts of thinking that how you messed this up, on how you didn't do it right, on how it didn't go according to your plans. So, but what's your best way of approach? What's the growth factor in this? What's the growth factor? What's the growth factor? One, two, three. Pull that again. This is awesome. To go from being a manipulator of emotion into a sovereign of your thought, being a king of your thoughts, being a king of knowing and having conscious awareness of what you're doing and what your interactions do around you. This is a remedy for you. then this is like what your next approach. This is what your growth is into. Is going from a queen of manipulation in your of knowing how to manipulate emotions to a more sovereign thought thinker. Let's do another cut. 1, 2, 3. Where is that going to go into next? Cutting the deck. Continuing with the swords. The sovereign thought thinker and what that means is like you know the trail of your thoughts now. You know what you leave behind. You know what you're doing. You know how they interact with other people. You know how your thoughts could either inflict goodwill on someone or damaging thoughts on someone else. You know how your thoughts, if shared, could manipulate the emotions of another. So this is your awareness. Look, see how this person is looking back. See how this person is looking back and seeing where the trail of his swords are going. It's because he's conscious and knowing what's going on if he does that, or when he does that, how it's going to affect others. This is your growth factor. Okay. Let's go into more. Just one more. And we'll call it 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Playing the deck, pulling through. 4 of opportunities in reverse. 4 of wands in reverse. So the growth factor in this is like, with it being reverse, think of it like a house coming together, right? This is not necessarily for you to like jump back into the dating pool right away. It's for you to cease those opportunities. Take some time for yourself. Stop being in relationships until you know and see how to value what you really want out of one. Until you grow and you know what you I feel that this is for me sometimes. Until you grow and you know what's really there for you. Until you grow and you know, like, I want somebody like this. Until you grow and you know someone that probably is more has equal structure in their emotions, like you. That's not easily manipulated. That has boundaries. You know, let these be self-identified to you first. And maybe that's why it's upset in reverse. Is that they need to be self-identified for you, not just what you think you need, but like a realization. All right, cool. So that's gonna be it for today. That's gonna be it for Transparent Tarot. One of the things that I have going on right now is this course that I'm calling A Course in Intuition, Symbology, and Card Slinging. It's going into how to teach card reading the way that I do, in the way that I see symbols, in the way that I read the card. Not just necessarily reading the title, but reading the card and how it interacts with all the other ones. Doing the Transparent Tarot today was a great demonstration on how to read symbology, how to use and activate your intuition to create the story, which enables the card slinging ability. Okay, so right here is a great example. If you're just jumping on, I encourage you to watch the replay so you can see the working of the symbology and the creation of the story, and how A Course in Intuition, Symbology, and Card Slinging will teach you that. It's going to be a 2-month course, so it's 8 weeks, 40 days. Something's going on every single day throughout this course, where it's going to be either Zoom masterclasses, Facebook Live quick classes, something that I created called CSI, which is Card Session Inspection or Introspection, where we go and dissect the cards, that you have your own personal reading, you share the picture, and I personally and others get to go and help you decipher what the symbols mean to you and how to expand your symbology dictionary. So when you are in another card reading situation, you get to put together a better story based on what you create in your symbology repertoire, right? I hope I said that word the right way. So this is going to be 8 weeks, 2 months. master classes, community group, all this great stuff. I have one person already signed up. If you're interested, I have early bird pricing going on right now. All right, send me a message, emails in my profile, or set in the comments, and I'll reach out to you. All right, early bird pricing is $475. My original readings on OWN are $111. So, in this 2-month course, you get way beyond that value. I'm just gonna say that right now. But that's about it, guys. I'm gonna end it right there. If you guys are interested in this, let me know. And you know what? I will do this. If you guys are interested in this, I will put in this link right here for the vision call so we can talk about this if you want to get in on it. All right. And yeah, that's about it. So you guys have a beautiful, bright, and shiny day, and I will see you guys on the next episode of I Am the Oracle. Toodles, poodles.